It's game time. Welcome to That Damn Water Level, the podcast where gaming isn't just a hobby, it's a community. From the latest gaming news and industry shakeups to nostalgic trips through the greatest eras of gaming, we're diving head first into the conversations that matter. Whether you're a developer, a streamer, a competitive grinder, or just someone who loves kicking back with a controller after a long day, you found your people. So grab your favorite snack, cue up another match, and settle in for a conversation that's funny, honest, and all about the games we love. This is That Damn Water Level.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition, a little special edition of That Damn Water Level. It used to be called Afro in the Know. Now it's changed to That Damn Water Level. I think people really enjoy that one just a little bit more because we all know of a water level that just sucks, okay? Water levels are terrible, but we're not talking about water levels today, okay? We're talking, well, if we want to talk about water level, we can talk about the blue terrible outfits that we have seen and have graced our computer screens today. You're probably wondering what I'm talking about, but I'm going to tell you. But first, we're going to introduce the Bandiman once again, coming back to talk a bunch of sports and bullshit. How's it going, man?
Man, it is going fantastic, and yeah, we can go ahead and talk about that blue you were kind of teasing there in the intro. Like, what's been going on with the blue in your life?
Yeah, so the blue, despite my depression, is also the the Bills, right? So we're talking about the NFL. That's right. We're talking about the NFL here. A little bit different than what we usually talk about with gaming and stuff, but that's why I call it gaming, anime, and beyond. So besides, I know there's a lot of like sports fans don't want to admit it, but they're the same thing as anime. They're just anime fans, just in different outfits. Like, I'm saying, everyone wants to talk about like, oh, dude, you fucking D&D. They're a bunch of fucking nerds. Bitch, you play fantasy football. It's the same fucking thing.
It's the exact same thing. And for one, I'm actually like, I play it every year. I'm terrible at fantasy football.
Oh yeah, so
like, I try my hard. I think I'm gonna go in. I do my prep. I'm thinking like I actually know what's gonna be going on. I think I got a good feeling. One of the guys always gets injured week one or preseason.
Like
every time.
This was a great day. Like the one that you're gonna be like, dude, I finally got Josh Allen. Josh Allen gets hurt for the year, and you're just sitting there like,
just
like I'm gonna be honest, Josh, you need to get back a fuck on the field right now. Like, I don't want Josh Allen to get hurt. Let's keep it a buck. I don't want Josh Allen to get hurt. I don't like watching any players get hurt. It's a part of sports, but I don't like watching it because at the end of the day, we're all human, and I don't want to see that. Now, if I could see my Texans win more playoff games, that'd be great. So, but we're talking about the Bills here. We're talking about the Bills beforehand. I don't want to get to it. We're talking about the Bills and their alternative uniforms. I don't know if y'all have seen the alternative uniforms. They suck.
just to put it lightly.
Yeah, just to put it lightly. Like I mean, you've checked them out. I have it up on mine right now, and I'm taking a look at this. And for all the people out there, go check it out when you can. And it just doesn't look good. I don't know. Maybe it's just because the Bills have always been known to have, whether it's the Bills logo or the Bills on the helmet. The helmet, I don't think people realize, the helmet can make or break you. Because you're watching the helmet more than you're watching the rest of the body. Like, and so when I'm looking, and I don't know, like you can fill in on this, I just feel like it doesn't display anything.
Yeah, I'm looking at the description and saying the most striking element, they're trying to be as lighthearted as they possibly can about this, is a royal blue charge helmet. Brings the buffalo to life with the signature horn, eye, and charge streak prominently displayed on a royal blue shell. I'm amazed they can decipher a horn out of this. Like,
yeah, I don't.
It looks like a red ribbon just kind of going around.
Yeah, it does. It's just a big ass ribbon, and there's not a horn there. I'm sorry, there's not. Like, it's one of the, maybe if I twist my neck, I might be able to see the horn, or maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe we're all wrong on this. Maybe the guy just put the little swish thing upside down. Like, because like I'm looking at it and I'm just like I can't like. I don't know what the Bills. I want to know what Buffalo like the what the Bills themselves actually think about this, because
we gotta get Bills Mafia take on this,
right? Could you imagine the Bills going into this and be like, we got new outfits, and like they show it, and you're just like,
now I don't want to throw out the accusation because like I hate seeing it whenever I do see it in public. Please do not tell me we find out that these were like AI generated designs.
Oh my gosh. These are AI generated designs.
Please don't let that come out.
Yeah, no, actually, I think at this point I would rather have it be AI generated than knowing that this is the best shot. Like, I just look at it and I'm like, I know it's disappointing and I'm trying not to be that guy, you know, but if I was just sitting there being like, bro, this is the outfit that we got. We're not using this, right? We're not we are? Week 12? Okay.
Actually, kind of a little bit. I'm sadly a Tennessee Titans fan.
I mean, good luck. Good luck.
It does kind of remind me a bit of like the Houston Oilers alternate. It reminds a little bit.
I can see a little bit of that. I joke about the Tennessee Titans because I'm like, I think your team is bad?
You can say yes.
I mean,
I'm right there with you. I think my team's bad too.
They have a lot of room for improvement, right? But like the worst part about the Tennessee Titans is outside the Tennessee Titans, nobody gives a fuck about them. Like, just like, and that's the thing I love about I like about Tennessee, because they have a chance to just kind of make a lot of moves under the radar, right? They have a lot of moves on the radar, and all of a sudden they'll just hit. But nobody cares about the Tennessee Titans. Like, and I'm like, they're not bad enough to be in like the Brown spotlight or the Raiders spotlight. They're not like good enough to be in the Texans or like the Colts, where they're in like this good enough to make the playoff wise, but not bad enough to like, you know, to be like, kind of disappointing every year. The Tennessee Titans are like, we're just happy to be here league. Like,
yeah, it's more like middle of the pack is never where you want to be in pro sports. I mean, it's like I said, you don't get the attention, you don't get the high market, and then it's like you want to try to make those plays. Who wants to come to Tennessee?
Yeah. Like, I mean, okay, so,
and I'm also genuinely asking, like, who wants to come to Tennessee? Because we will take you.
Imagine being like drafted and being like, with the 13th or the 30th pick in the 2028 NFL draft, the Tennessee Titans select Bandiman. You're just like, like,
me?
Like, yeah, I'm all excited. I'm excited to get going. Damn, they really, they said I was going to be on the Bills. But I think either way, I think you're just I will say though, the Titans outfits have went through a lot of changes, but I think they're really good. I love that I love their outfits, especially their home. That like blue, that blue, the color scheme itself is just really, really nice. I'm terrible at colors, so forgive me on that one. But I'm a Texans fan, so it's literally just red, white, and blue. Like, it's nothing that spectacular. I actually am not a fan of the Texans outfits too much, but I think they're okay.
And the Texans already released their alt for this year? Like, have they already showed it off?
I don't think so. I don't remember. Don't quote me on it. But like, I spelled Texans wrong. I spelled Tekken.
Wait, I'm actually going to try something real quick. It's getting really choppy on my end, so I might try to refresh the page and see.
Oh yeah, do what you need to do. Sometimes, you know, Riverside is new. We're doing a test for everybody else in here who's new. We are just doing a new test. Oh no, that was 2024. I don't think they had a new one 2026. That red, the red is beautiful. For those who don't know, the red is absolutely beautiful. There we go. It was their color rush.
The color rush uniforms? Okay.
Yes, the red ones, that color, or the Texans rivalry uniform. to feature. That was one of the newer ones. Was the rivalry one from 2025, and features certain colors in 2026. So the new one is coming. Okay, so they did show it. It's okay.
It's just like I kind of fuck with the red and the black though.
I do. Like if we in the red and the black, there's no losing. You're not allowed to lose. Like there's certain, like I always find the color rush runs really fun anyways. Being up here in Wisconsin, the Green Bay fans, that white and the white with the green and stuff. I'm not a big fan of it. But the Green Bay ones are also ones that just don't change. Like Green Bay fans are the fans. I call them the fans of tradition. They know what they know what they like. They enjoy it. And I won't shit on them too much for it. I won't shit on too much for it. I do take shots at Packer fans every once in a while. Probably because I'm also a Texans fan, so I do take shots at Packer fans every once in a while, but it's all in good fun. It's never to be too serious. Actually, interesting enough, I was in a live like late because my kid was sleeping, and I was just trying to make sure that he was okay. And dude, I stopped into Eddie Lacy's live.
Eddie Lacy's live?
Wait, yeah, Eddie Lacy was playing Madden, and I was like, wow, dude,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, shit, that is so dope. Yeah, Eddie Lacy's live. I thought that was so cool. It was rare, but like, it's just cool to see. You know what I mean? It's cool to see like someone else doing stuff. Like kind of like when I see like Marshawn. Whenever Marshawn Lynch is always doing something, I swear that man's having more fun like post retirement than he did while playing.
It's like, I love seeing that crossover too, like between pro sports and gaming. Like, and people make like I've caught into guy. His lives were kind of crazy. Was Scadaboos?
Oh, really? Oh, I could only imagine.
But just think of the most like nose to the ground like football player you can think of. Just he was just built to play football. That is that guy.
That makes sense.
In an endearing way.
Yeah, I can imagine that from Cam Scadaboo. Like, I think, just in general, actually, the Giants are a team that I'm actually really interested to see this year. I don't know if you're looking or not. New head coach, obviously, with is it John Harbaugh? Okay, John Harbaugh. With Jackson Dart coming back, despite all the stuff, like despite his stuff, I'm still Jackson Dart. Interesting enough, Cam Scadaboo. Abdul Carter on the defensive side. Like, I think they do have potential to actually be something. I mean, it's weird because let's be honest, man. The NFC East is the wildest, I think, in my opinion, of all the divisions over like the last like 10 years. It's always interesting. You never can just count on one or two teams.
And it gets so. Because especially with the, I don't know, I'm trying to blank on my thoughts here. Like the Commanders were actually like kind of like they were looking pretty good last year. Like they were sneaking teams. Eagles just picked up. God, who did they just max? Yeah, Jalen Carter. Yeah, just signed him to made him the highest paid defensive tackle in the league. And it's the Giants, the Eagles, the Commanders, the Cowboys.
Yep. And yeah, so
I can say what I will, but like I call the Cowboys a regular season Giants. Like
regular season Giants.
Like and more like, dude, they're like they'll crush you in the regular season. They'll look like the best team. They'll look like the best team of all time, and like at any given point in the regular season, and then just crashes. It just crashes and burns at the playoffs every time.
I think
it's kind of incredible.
Is the Giants remind me of a team kind of similar at the time to the Vikings. Same with the Chargers are the same way. They are incredibly good on paper.
Yes.
Like you look at them and you're like, you guys should be by far one of the best teams in the league. But they just don't ever seem to put it together fully. And it's always kind of bothersome because I want to see the Cowboys be successful. I do. As much as like I can dig at them because, like I said, being a Texans fan, I do love the Cowboys. But for the Texans, it was the Cowboys, and so like I really do like the Cowboys. I do like the I do like seeing the Eagles. I know they just moved AJ Brown. They traded AJ Brown to the Pats, and then bumped up Devontae Smith. That was probably a good decision. I know like the Commanders were definitely hurting because I know Jalen. Oh my God, I cannot think of that. Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels got hurt. And so, now he comes back and now he's, come back in full force again. And I think it's just really fun. They're probably one of the divisions that I love watching the most. Despite the fact of like, though I will say, I mean, also it's the NFC North.
Mhm.
Like the two divisions I love watching the most are the NFC East and the NFC North. And obviously Packers, I grew up with Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Viking rivalry, Wisconsin Bears rivalry. And every one of these teams are good. Like, despite what you think about the Vikings, I think the Vikings are not. They're not nearly as bad as people think.
Yeah, no, you got to respect them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And I get jealous over there in the NFC because, I mean, God, the AFC South is just it's something else. like trying to compare like the NFC East to the AFC South, like it is night and day.
if you put all the AFC South teams together, you might get a team that could actually be competitive. But it's very frustrating because like being also a fan of the AFC South with the Texans. I think the Texans are good, but they're not. You're gonna get to, if you want to get to that level of Bills, Ravens, and Chiefs, despite the fact that Chiefs had a down year, Ravens had a down year, but they still have been consistently good. If you want to get to that next level, like we need to bump it up. And the team, the Colts had a lot of promise last year.
Yeah,
If Jones didn't get hurt, if Jones didn't get hurt, I think the Colts would have been a much more dangerous team. The Jacksonville is another one too that's really odd to me because like I love Jacksonville. I think they're a really fun team. They're one of the teams I really loved when I was a kid, even back from all the way from Mark Brunell and like Brian Leftwich era, but they're a team that also is one that's kind of frustrating because it's like they have pieces, and I think that's probably what maybe it feels like to being a Tennessee fan, where you have pieces, but you don't have that either that one real click, or there's just it's like I have a really good, I have a promising quarterback, I have a promising running back. I do have a good wide receiver. I mean, for us, we have David. We just got David Montgomery.
Yeah, which really good pickup.
Yeah, it's a really good pickup. Hopefully he pans out. And, Nico Collins is another really good one as well. So it's like we got the pieces, on the defensive side of the ball. I'm so blanking right now because like my brain is so. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Father brain is a thing, dude. Father brain is a thing. Like I'm sitting here and I'm talking and I'm just like, yeah, that's gone. Yeah, it's like you ever seen Inside Out?
Yeah, you just gotta all go.
They're all like, bro, where is the NFL notes? I don't know where the NFL notes are.
it's like Sky Brain over, and then like you said, Father Brain. It's like everything going all right. Is everything good?
Everything's good downstairs, right? Like as soon as I hear the crying, my eyes just slowly like.
I don't have a kid myself yet, but I mean, at least babysitting, it's like kind of bled off a little bit. Just like I like they'd be down for a nap, and it's just all right. I got to break for a little bit, eat some food. I hear a noise, and it's just
if you ever have a child, it'll change you. It really does. I don't like being one of those people who are like, oh, it's it does. And I was like, sure, but it really does. But also seeing your kid grow and all that is just it's a great feeling. It's a good feeling. I mean, see, got that father yawn. It's a good feeling. So I guess I'm gonna start with a couple questions here for you. What team do you think, can't include your Titans, what team do you think will be the biggest sleeper hit, and I think will end up being one of the biggest disappointments?
One of the biggest sleeper hits?
Yes. Like a team that's you're gonna be like, damn, like I was not my first thought to get into the playoffs, but they were able to pull it off, kind of thing. and then a team that you just think is like, I don't think they're going to do as good as people are hoping for.
I'm going to say, I will be at least a little honest with you. For sleeper hit, I've got no clue with the sleeper. Like I've been trying to go through I've been trying to go through the teams, get my research in. Sleeper hit?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think I would just make the call instead on which I think is going to make the playoff despite the odds. And because he's actually exercising his option, he's going to become a free agent. We might let's see something out of Tampa Bay.
Okay. I can. Well, they're Vita Vea's wanted to trade now too. He requested a trade out of there.
I think they're going to get some value. A lot of they better get a lot of value out of VA. He's one of the best defense. I think I saw the stat. He was like the second most double team player last year.
Wow.
But they're going to get value out of him. Still up in the air about Baker Mayfield, but they keep production. They just kind of keep the focus there, not worry about what they lost. Just kind of keep focused on moving forward and just trying to focus on winning games. It's a very generic analysis, but maybe they can push forward and get into a wild card spot. Disappointment, though, I want to say Kansas City.
Really?
Yeah, I think this is finally it. Like we're about to see the end of this little dynasty thing go on. I think like Kelsey's nowhere near how he used to be. I don't think Mahomes is going to be on the same level as like the other top tier quarterbacks in the league. And I mean, albeit very easy division, but I think come playoff time, I don't see them making I don't even see them making a far run if really at all.
I mean, that makes sense considering also too that like their division is slowly getting better. Those Broncos are coming in.
Broncos were a sleeper last year.
Yeah, they were very much a sleeper last year with a very good defense, and like they just picked up Jalen Waddle, so that like helping with the wide receiver core. Like I think they have potential. I think as well, but I don't consider them a sleeper hit. I like the Buccaneers though that you think being a sleeper hit.
And also, it's a little bit of bias. I like Tampa Bay. I want to see them keep producing.
I have one, and it's gonna be a bold one. It's the Vikings. I think the Vikings are ones where this is where like we see Kyler Murray kind of get his stretch. You still got people like Jordan Addison. You still got Justin Jefferson there, and on the wide receiver line. You know, we know that like they have a good division. Like there's a very good division, but if they can even enough to keep themselves in the runnings for them, that is like I think we'll see a fall off of the Bears. I think we're going to see a bit of a fall off of the Bears.
The Bears.
I don't think that the Bears. Like I don't think we're gonna. I think they'll be good. I just think that they're going to take a step back for a little bit, and the Vikings will kind of swoop into that spot. My big disappointment, though, is going to be the Rams.
The Rams?
The Rams. I think the Rams.
Okay.
And they're loading up.
A little bit of a follow. A little bit of a follow up, though. Do you think do you think Aaron Donald's going to come out of retirement?
Yeah. Because that chance to play with Myles Garrett, like there's so much to do, and I don't think he's going to be the same dominant player. I don't think he's going to be the type that's going to play as many snaps. But just a chance to play with Myles Garrett and be like, bro, we are both on the same team. Let's finish this out. And I think that it's because
whoever's in front of us right now.
Their expectations are Super Bowl or bust. Like they have no wiggle room. Anything less than Super Bowl is failure for this team right now.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Like the fact that you traded away Jared Verse for Myles Garrett. You have people like Trent Duffy. You bringing Aaron Donald out of retirement. Or Aaron Donald out of retirement, excuse me, in order to try to also just beef up this line. If it pans out, this is by far one of the scariest teams we will ever see. If Matthew Stafford even plays, 3/4 is good. I'm not gonna say half is good because that's weird. If he plays even similar to that MVP caliber at all, this team is by far just going to steamroll.
Yeah,
It's scary.
I'm with you though, but but like high risk, high reward. Like if one of these pieces falls, like something goes on, one of them gets hurt mid season.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this could just fall like a house of cards.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think it does too. But I think that's why it's such a high risk. But it's really really interesting because you're like, bro, if this works for you, it's easy Super Bowl. Do you have
You got Sean McVay. Like you still got Sean McVay as your head coach. I think he's like one of the best coaches in the league.
Do you have your Super Bowl predictions like too early, way too early? You know it's going to be too early Super Bowl predictions.
Way too early. Roughly, but they're kind of basic. But yeah, like one of my buddies, like a huge Eagles fan, so I always throw like I'm just gonna throw like I throw Eagles Browns.
Eagles Brown.
No, because my coworker, who is also my former co-host with the radio show, huge Browns fan, like huge Cleveland Browns fan. So I want to play both sides on that. It's like I'm gonna pick my buddy for the Eagles, and I'm gonna pick my buddy for the Browns. If it happens, it happens. I do the same thing with my Utah Jazz every year.
I think I'm going to. That's fair. I think I'm going to have to just go. I think this is the year that the Bills get to the Super Bowl. Bills, Rams.
That would be a great Super Bowl. Like if that Rams team you were talking about stays healthy too.
Mm-hmm. Bills, Rams.
Oh my!
I'm saying you can see it right now. You can see it right now. It's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be a beatdown on the line of scrimmage. Oh my god!
If Aaron Donald comes back, what do you give him as a Madden rating?
Ooh, I want to say like you got to be a little generous because of who he is. I'd say like I give him like an 86.
Like 86?
Like a mid 80s.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Like we know who Aaron Donald is, but we don't know how he's gonna play yet.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can give him on 86. I think he's fine. I mean, he's right next to the 99 club. He's been in the 99 club.
Mm.
Like
I remember that 99 Aaron Donald on my team. That thing was broken.
Well, yeah, it's also broken when your offensive line programming hasn't changed since like 2010. like I could go in on Madden games. Like I love college football ones lately. Mm-hmm. I still am at a point where the thing that bothers me the most when it comes to any of those Madden games, I shit you not, is always the fact that your wide receivers just can't hold on to the fucking football.
Yeah.
Nothing pisses me off.
And it's like, I know that player would have caught that in real life. There's no way in hell he dropped that here.
No, exactly. Like they go back, you throw it, and it's like, oh, okay, you got 98 catching in traffic. You had that 1% swatted.
Yeah, it's like, did they have like glove upgrades too? It's like, oh, you got like sticky gloves on too. It's like extra grip. It's like,
oh yeah,
don't make shit.
Madden cards. Bring back Madden cards, bro. Like I want to be able to use my Madden card so I can bomb it 99 yards down the field.
Man, this is making me miss Madden Mobile.
I just miss old Madden. I really do. I actually had a whole fucking tirade about I miss like the things that usually got me about Madden was I wanted to see more NFL films. I wanted to feel more NFL like. And I know that's weird to say for a Madden game, but it doesn't. I don't care about Josh Allen just standing there, you know, kind of jamming to whatever beat. I don't give a fuck about that. I want to see Josh Allen highlights behind it. That's all I care about. Josh Allen highlights. I don't want to see him in just the beginning. I want to see Josh Allen highlights. I don't want to see your fucking ultimate team. I want to see Josh Allen highlights. You know, I want what I would do when I would play is I would always strip all the music off except for the NFL license tracks. If you don't have the NFL license tracks, which I don't think 26 does. I don't know if 26 does or not.
I could not. I haven't bought a new Madden game in like 5 years.
Yeah, I don't think they did, but like I don't think they do. And it was like, why? Why don't you have the NFL license track? You're the only NFL simulator. Why would you do something so ridiculous? What's wrong with you? Change. Do better.
And then they cut you back to the main menu, like, oh hey, here's a discount on my team points.
Right. Like, do you want to play Ultimate Team? No, I want to play Road to Glory. But Road to Glory sucks. I know, but it's not Ultimate Team.
Yeah, and then Road to Glory, it's like, oh, we're not going to show you your highlights. We're going to just cut down the sideline where everyone's just bopping their heads.
I'm sure you remember this. I want, if you're going to play, give me like Road to Glory or Superstar mode, what it was. I think it's called Road to Glory. I think it's Road to Glory in college, but it's Superstar mode. I want to go back to be able to do the 40-yard dashes. I want to go back to doing the weightlifting. I want to go back to doing the interviews, like, and not just like little interviews. Like, I want my interviews to determine if I'm actually like, if you are the lone wolf trait, if you are a team player, if you are, there's more of an RPG element to it. If you are a person that's a lone wolf, certain teams are going to be less likely to want to come and actually draft you because they don't think that you're actually worth the time.
Yes.
And if, I want that kind of stuff. I also want to see where I am, where I actually go in the Madden rankings or in the draft. I want to see where I go in the draft. I don't care that if I'm a 5-star recruit, if I'm in the 3rd round. I want to be able to work my way to the 1st.
Yeah, dude, I would like bring back like the ESPN 100 board that they had. Like they had it all. And then you cut the halftime show. You got Chris Berman showing you highlights of your own game, like going through. Like it could be.
If Madden
they'd love to take from their old games and just repackage it as new and just do that with the actual good modes, make them permanent.
Yeah, I mean, Madden could easily do that where like they could show you like. Hey, we're in a halftime show. They swing over to the Broncos versus the Bengals, right? And they actually show a couple plays. They don't care if they're actual real plays or AI-generated ones. It's fucking computer. It's already AI anyways. Showing me a couple plays from their highlights, right? And then it swings over to Chicago versus Green Bay, and they show a couple highlights from there. That would be awesome.
Yes. And then, like I said, bring back more licensed. And like I said, more licensed music, more NFL filmed music, more. Actually, you know what? I mean, just more. Like Megamind said, just more presentation.
Yeah, presentation is
more effort
when it comes to sports games. Because we already know that your gameplay itself is going to be mid at best.
And like, I mean, Japan see they dropped the 2K27 gameplay trailer today. And guess what? It looks the exact same as 2K26.
Oh, the NBA?
Yep.
That doesn't surprise me. I saw that Caitlin Clark was on the cover this year for that. I don't follow WNBA as much because I feel like I'm trying to like follow them more.
Mm-hmm.
Like try to follow them more. I'm trying to give more credence to them because I do like the NBA. I'm not a huge fan of the NBA, but I like to watch it. I'm trying to follow the WNBA because I want to get them that more credit for it too. I didn't know there was actually a women's professional football league that I actually follow as well, which is really, really cool. And I did see that women's baseball is now a thing. Yeah, there's only like 4
women's
teams.
Baseball? Not like pro softball?
Yes, pro baseball.
Ooh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about that one too. I like to follow women's sports. I think it's very important to not just for like because as a fan of sports, I want to follow them and all because like I like watching, for watching some of the WNBA. I try to watch it when I can. If I can't, then life is life.
Yeah, true. It's hard to even catch a broadcast. Like, they're not very common. Like when they're actually nationally broadcasting some of these games.
Well, no, and I feel like it's all over. Like it's just like I ended up catching them on like the highlights afterwards. With Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark or Paige Beckers, Asia Wilson, and I did see that they just dropped their like 99, all that down board, and I think they had Caitlin Clark as like a 97, which I thought was kind of wild considering that from what I've heard, she's been kind of shit this year.
Yeah, she is not exactly been the best, but what's been kind of cracking me up is that the WNBA has been kind of following a similar like timeline to the NBA, like in like eras. And that I would say about like 10 years ago, you had like the WNBA like 70s, 80s era, where like you had a couple breakout star players. Everyone's still kind of like like trying to develop more fundamentally around these stars. And now with Clark, Blecker, Sophie Cunningham, God, Olivia, I'm blanking on her last name, but out of USC. They're kind of like in now their 90s era. And now they're playing like bully ball.
They really are. Well, I mean, considering that you watch the NBA, and man, if I ever see I'm like, I should never see a grown 6'6" like grown ass man flopping.
Yeah,
like I should never watch you like, oh, I just got bumped and I started to fall. Like, bro, stand in there.
Yeah, take the hit.
Like, take your hit. If you gotta, like, to me, it's like, and maybe that was just because that's how I grew up with that way too. Where it's like, if someone comes out, they jump, or I'm jumping too, we end up colliding into each other. It is what it is. I don't like that. I don't like calling them floppers. I don't. If SGA has been one that's been notorious for it. And I'm like, bro, you're not a small guy. It's like when I saw like LeBron do it one time, and I was like, LeBron, get the fuck up.
It's like, bro,
6'8", built like a truck. Don't even start with me.
It's like you can maybe pull the old age card. You are like 41.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're like 41.
You could just say you could. People might believe you.
Exactly. By the way, what do you think about LeBron going to the 76ers?
I'm actually very surprised he chose Philadelphia, because I was either thinking thinking it was almost a guarantee he would go back to Cleveland and like finish out his career there. Either he would go back to Cleveland or maybe even go back to Miami. Like one of those two. Philly was not on my list, but
I can see him doing. I don't know if you thought about this real quick before I forget. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no worries.
I don't know if you thought, because more than likely he'll probably end up doing like a 1-day contract to retire for Cleveland. I could see him doing that, like a 1-day contract, just be like, hey, this is it. I'm retiring as a Cleveland Cavalier.
Yeah, like this is it. And now, but then it started hitting on me. I'm like, wait a minute. Kind of like how you were describing the Rams earlier. If this team stays healthy, you got one of my favorite Alabama players coming out of the draft in LeBaron Philon, who I think is going to be a great like rookie piece for him. Tyrese Maxey, LeBron James, and if Joel Embiid stays healthy, that's a scary.
Isn't Jaylen Brown on there
too? Yeah, they just picked up Jaylen Brown out of free agency.
That's like a really scary team.
Like that is, and you got LeBron enabling all of that. Like one of the best players ever when it comes to just making other people better.
Yeah. Highlight on one of the best players ever. I'm sick of people being like, I'm sick of people going back and forth being like, no, he's actually like. I'm like, that still puts him one of the best players ever. He's still one of the best players of all time.
I've hard committed to him being one at this point. Like, he's the GOAT. Jordan wasn't lasting this long. He wasn't averaging 20 at 41.
You know, this is gonna cause some firestorm, right? You know, this clip's gonna cause some firestorm.
Well, that's fine. I encourage it.
Like, you realize that, right?
I used to be one of the MJ defenders. Now, come on.
Oh no, like, nah. It's. I mean, I personally doesn't bother me at all. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. I just know that it's going to be one of those where I'm going to be sitting there in my comment section being like, this guy don't know fucking shit. like,
I'll be like, what was Wizards Jordan doing compared to Lakers LeBron now?
Just be prepared. I'm going to tag you, so be prepared to fight. Like, prepared to fight in the comments.
All right, dude. Yeah, I've been getting into fights on the TikTok comment section like some lately, because like I've been scrolling through. I've been getting the most bullshit posts where it's like people defending generative AI. It's like, oh, like it's like people need to stop gatekeeping creativity. We're AI artists. I'm like, no, you're not. Get out of here.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Like I'm not a big fan of the AI art. I actually don't like AI, the generative AI art. So it's one of those to me where I'm not a fan of it. I don't like to deal with it. And I think a lot of people, I don't like thinking, because I saw someone do it with writing where they're just like, well, I can make books about it and I can write books. And I'm like, but you're not really writing it. You're just kind of letting the AI do the work for you, and that's, to me, it's not writing. That's not right.
Yeah, it's like it sucks how much this is all implemented. To like, this could have been, and like generative AI doesn't need to exist. A lot of that, but it's like if these models had just continued to improve, like the ones that like sort data, sort information, like just sort everything you've already made, just make it more compiled. Those models just kept improving. We just got away with the generative bullshit. Obviously no fucking data centers. Like that would have been like there's no way the response would have been this visceral to AI.
No. And we're seeing that a lot with the gaming community though too. Is the gaming community is very, very anti-AI. I think it was at Crystal Dynamics. They were talking about generative AI and like for the new Tomb Raider, and it just they had the PR team had to come in and like basically shut your mouth because the visceral reaction they got from it.
Yeah, like it's like, you what now? It's like shut up.
Like, they're all looking at him like,
cool. Like we're supposed to know that. It's like what?
Like it's like the one dude that like can't lie, you know. So he's like, "Hey, did you steal from there?" I mean, I was in there, you know. Me and him, we were both in there at the time, you know. And I wasn't stealing anything, but you're looking like, bro, you're supposed to have my back on this. Like, sorry, man, I messed up. And you're like, no.
God. What's bad? Have you seen all of Avatar: The Last Airbender, like the original show?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's like when he's out at Kyoshi Island, and it's like, well, it's like we can get the testimony out of Kyoshi. Enters the Avatar State channels there, comes back. What happened? You just kind of confess to everything. Yeah, so that didn't work out the way you wanted to at all.
I don't remember in Avatar: The Last Airbender, could Aang talk to every one of the previous ones?
I believe so. Okay. Yeah, it's like I'm trying to remember how it all works. Where it's like he can enter the spirit world, and all the past lives can like talk to him.
Yeah, because there's always Roku, isn't it? Roku, that was the one that was talking to him the most because he was the one previous to him.
Yeah, Roku, and Kyoshi was always my favorite just because of how cool she looked.
Oh, she's an absolute monster. She's freaking huge as well compared to like the other ones, and I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, she was a beast, and like that's speaking of which, I'm actually really excited for Seven Havens.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I saw the announcement.
Yeah, the trailer's out. Trailer's out, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, trailer's out. Yeah, go watch it. I actually think it looks pretty good. Like I think a lot of people forget sometimes that like Avatar: The Last Airbender is still at the end of the day it's a kid show. Like it can have adult themes, sure, but it's still a kid show. So like when they have like a new Avatar, she's young, you know, she's much younger. We're not getting this like people. Well, we want an adult version of Avatar. You just got a fucking movie. Shut up. Stop being greedy.
The movie was pretty good too.
Oh, I've heard the movie was actually really good. But yeah, like I think it's totally fine. You know, I think that's the one thing that did always get me. Was like at the end of the day, this is a kid's show, and I think it's a good thing that they go back to the Avatar being a child. You know, there's 26. I believe they said there's 26 episodes. I think they're dropping them all on Paramount Plus, which instantly made me not want to watch it. I'm sorry. Besides, Avatar is the only thing you have on Paramount. Like, I don't give a fuck about no Big Bang Theory. I don't give a fuck about. Actually, I hate the Big Bang Theory. Yeah, I really don't like it. I love Young Sheldon better. I think Young Sheldon's actually a really funny, really good show.
That so it came out with just like a new side series, and one of them gets shot in the back.
Damn!
It's just like a complete turn from what it.
One of my coworkers and I were talking about like old shows and stuff like that, and how there was like a lot of men in the shows were just fucking terrible. Everybody Loves Raymond. Just I couldn't stand him. People like Kevin James's character in The King of Queens just annoyed the fuck out of me because he's just kind of just really immature. People like Charlie from 2.5 Men, I fucking hated him.
Yeah.
But I also didn't like Alan either, because Alan also is like the opposite version. Like he's like the I'm so pathetic, like I hope they sleep with me kind of thing.
Like, yeah, he was like the incel before the incel.
Yeah, the one take I made with the kids, because I was talking about the Big Bang Theory, but this actually applies to all of it. Every fucking one of them, if they all saw Obsession, they all would have been taking Bear's side.
Yep.
Like every single, if you watch the Big Bang Theory, especially season 1, every single one of those motherfuckers would have took Bear's side.
Oh my god.
Like I will stand by that like till the day I die.
Wait, by the way, can we talk about Obsession? Because that, for a $1.5 million budget, they made the absolute most out of it.
Yeah, I mean, most of it's all practical.
It was great.
I was watching some behind the scenes stuff, like the practical effects and stuff. So, like for example, when they were doing the whole like when spoilers, I guess, for Obsession, like if you really care, I don't think people. Yeah. I mean,
but I recommend, if you haven't seen it, go see it.
Yeah, I recommend it too. So the thing is that in, like, for example, when the money scene comes around, you can just see there's people on top of there just dropping money in. The door, like the duct tape door, people thought that was CGI. That was not CGI at all. Yeah, that was just a huge door they made out of duct tape.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like the I think the one where it was kind of cool to show the one where when Ian gets shot.
Yeah,
and they're showing little bits and like how they do the behind the scenes and stuff like that, and like it did seem like they all just are having a lot of fun.
I thought the writing was so strong too, like because they could have gone that angle where it's like where Bear takes the wish and just says, "I want to revert my wish," and try to redeem him in the story. But instead, like you're still at the point where you're questioning whether or not Bear can be like a protag or an antag. With this second Willow, chooses not to undo his wish and instead just alter it while keeping the benefits for himself. I'm like, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah, I loved the fact of and people were asking like, when does Bear become the villain, and I was like pretty early on when he's literally like not giving a fuck about Nikki.
Yeah,
like he doesn't give a fuck about Nikki. He wants Nikki, but he doesn't give a fuck about Nikki, and like. The thing is, like, Nikki wants to be an author, she wants to write certain things, like, that's what she wants to do. She's considering leaving, having her own autonomy, and Bear's insecurities and his inability to actually just go and be upfront with her, his lack of self-confidence, and don't get me wrong, like, we could talk about his friends too, but we're talking about Bear right now. Bear is a terrible person. Bear is a person that women need to watch out for. You need to watch out for people like Bear. Bear are the type of people who will only bring you down and only put you in worse situations. And I think it's good for people to know that and to understand that. Bear is not a good person. Like, he's kind of just a loser, but it becomes what happens when a loser gains power.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a great story. It's a great storytelling tool.
Yeah, it's just to be careful what you wish for. Like it's a very simple story, but like it's I can see why people use it as a litmus test. Like if I was a woman, because the people are like, oh, it's not a horror movie, and I'm like, yeah, it's a horror movie to women. Like the loss of agency, which also women have to go through on a regular fucking basis, with like the attacking of rights and all the other kind of stuff, is something that like is absolutely dumbfounding. So the fact of like when I can see why women use it as like a litmus test. Like if you were watching Obsession and you were like, yeah, I just don't see like why Bear is the villain, run.
Yeah.
Run.
Or it's like if you see him like that is I know it's kind of on the nose. That is like the break off point is that second wish where it's like if he's still on Bear's side after that, gone.
Even when she's like
gone.
When he says, what's so bad about being with me?
Yep.
Like that alone, was that his part of being a villain? No, he's already been a villain way before that. The dude, I mean, let's be honest, the dude assaults Nikki. Like he sexually assaults Nikki multiple times.
Yeah.
There's a point in there where when they're doing it, or he's doing it, and she's just laying there and her head is turned, and that is on purpose to be like he's not even looking at her. He doesn't even see her as an actual person.
Yeah. It's a very thematic, like, it's just a deep move. It's one where just the more you sit and think about it, the more it just kind of gets unraveled, like just peeling back the onion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, exactly, and then that's what makes it very interesting, but very easy, like a very easy movie to digest and be like, yeah, this is very upfront. And I'm excited to see where this kind of stuff goes, because there is another movie coming.
Have you said it's going to be like kind of like Obsession 2, or is it going to be like someone else is going to make a different wish?
No,
with
it's
that
a different
Willow?
person making a wish. I forgot what it's going to be called. It's going to be revolve around Ghost, though. There's a person online. Let me go check. If you're interested in like horror, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a person that talks about movies, like horror movies, all the time. One of them is really cool because they talk about the politics in movies and like the politics in horror movies, which is really, really fun. But the one, if I can find it, because I did this dumbass thing. He goes by Nightmare Movies and then talks about like certain movies that might have been underrated, slept on, didn't think about. They might be from the 90s, they might be from whatever. And I'm gonna be honest with you, holy fuck. Yeah, I fell asleep to listening to him, and that was a fucking trip and a half. Yeah, that was really bad. It was a really, like, I woke up and I was just like,
Pure nightmare, like actual nightmare fuel.
pure nightmare fuel. Speaking of which, before we cap it up, because we have about 10 minutes left, I want to know, we're switching subjects for everybody else in here. Did you think of your Records of Ragnarok matchup, like your favorite matchups?
Yes, I did. And we're sticking to anime only, right?
Yes, sticking to anime only.
Okay, so I'll stick to the ones. I'll stick to where I'm around is my number one. I loved Adam versus Zeus.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, animation wise, I feel like that's a different topic. But
the animation got better as the series went around, because like the first season is rough. Thor versus Lubu is like,
oof.
I was like, first time.
So you hear from Promised Neverland season 2?
I've never seen The Promised Neverland, and now that I've heard about season 2, I'm like, I'll watch season 1, but I don't want to watch season 1 just to be let down. Or was it One Punch Man season 3?
Yes, season 3.
The PNG JPEG just sliding down, and I'm like, oh, but yeah, Mappa would have never.
No, Mappa would have never. And by the way, they're on the team for the Persona 4 remake.
Mappa is?
Yeah, they're doing all the animated cutscenes for the P4 remake.
God.
And they're cooking. They're cooking. But they already had Easter. They already showed off the protagonist transformation, like when he gets his persona for the first time. And they're already dropping Easter eggs in the impact frames. Like they're cooking.
I mean, after watching their whole bit with like Jujutsu Kaisen and like especially that Yuta in the Sendai colony.
Okay, now I'm gonna make a request. I'm gonna ask a request. Could we do, instead of the Record of Ragnarok bites, could we do JJK?
Yeah.
Because I'm fully caught up on JJK.
Yeah. No, I'm full. Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay, but yeah, Yuta fighting Yuta versus, God, why am I blanking on her name? Pompadour. Ryu.
Yeah. Did you see the Rhapsody Petty version?
Huh?
Did you see the Hood JJK version of it?
No, I haven't yet.
Have you never seen Hood JJK?
I don't think so. No, I've just been seeing.
Go on. When you're done,
I need to pull that up.
Go on Rhapsody Petty on YouTube. He made the Hood version of JJK, and it is the funniest shit, dude. It will crack you up so bad.
Okay, guys, I've seen a RDC World skit on JJK.
Oh, yeah. Like the one from Rhapsody Petty was like, it is some of the funniest shit. Like they're like, what were they talking about? Like when they call like a big like Rushi, Kurorushi.
Yeah.
And they're like, his name is Big Rushi, the biggest bug from the Bronx. And like it's the shit's so like it's just meme worthy to all end. Like Yuta, they call him like Daddy Yuta the entire time.
I mean,
yeah,
what he does,
Daddy Yuta, like
I mean, God, when Rika runs out and they're just flailing at the end, like they're just
Dude, they're just, and that's
it's
the thing is
fantastic.
like because there's a game they always play like gun to your head, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, because he's got the whole like granite blast. He's like gun on my head. He just launches them to beep.
Have they done JJ? Is there a JJK Zero version too?
I think there's a zero version, yeah.
Okay, I got to see that Yuta versus Ghetto fight.
Dude, Yuta versus Ghetto fight was a fucking mood.
Oh, like they got that tagline. It's like September, when second time Rico's ever been signed.
Dude, Rika's no joke. I think Rika's what, number 3, I think, in like the strongest of Shikigamis.
I mean, can you tell Yuta's kind of my favorite character in the franchise?
Dude, Yuta's a fucking like he no fucking joke. When his comeback was nice.
Mhm.
That stabbing the sword or whatever, and like I thought that was dope as hell. But yeah, his fight is just so much fun to watch. And like honestly, all of their fights were that whole Sendai colony fight is just insane.
And then it's like you go from Sendai to then I'm trying to remember if this happened before that in the anime or after it when Higuruma versus Yuji.
That's before.
Before,
Yeah,
yeah.
before,
Dude,
yeah.
Higuruma is like one of the coolest characters though.
Dude, Higuruma just dropping like a domain expansion, like Yuji's like, bro, I'm ready to fight you, and he just like steps back. He's like, domain expansion. Whoa, like,
It's like, wait, real shit?
like, what the fuck you mean? Nah, bro, that dude was on another, and he's like literally what, day 1, grade 1 sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
as a lawyer up, asshole, I'm taking you to court, and you better hope for good.
like, oh yeah, no, it's like, that's another thing. I think the Hood JJK had that too. When he's trying to tell him to like help him out, he's like, I'm gonna deny your quest on a conflict of interest. The conflict is that I lack the interest. And but yeah, dude, it's great. I think one of my favorite ones is the one that's gonna be coming up here.
Oh,
Hashimo versus Hikari.
Yeah. Oh.
Like just that little clip it.
We're gonna see the full brilliance of Mappa animated like gambler time, like gamble time.
Oh, yeah, people, it's crazy. Is I'm not like, I love like the power scaling. I love JJK. I love all that kind of shit. And it is really interesting when it comes to Hikari, because like Hikari is one of those characters that I'm like, bro, if I had the luck of Hikari, I'd be going into fucking lotteries all day.
I was reading that for the first time. I'm like, man, he's just like me for real. He's just rolling. He's rolling for the honeys. He's rolling for the honeys, trying to hit a jackpot. And when he does,
but it also ties into what way back in when they were playing baseball, Hikari's the type that swings for the fences every single time.
Ooh.
That's what makes certain characters stronger in Jujutsu Kaisen. Gojo swings for the fences. Yuji swings for the fences. Megami doesn't. Megami's the type that will put he will put his life on the line for someone else, sure. But that's also the thing too. I love that bit too when he's fighting
Reggie.
Reggie's busted.
Dude, yep. So
dropped a house on him. Like,
it's like, oh shit. What is this for? A boat?
Just dropped it. And I was just like, but yeah, I love that fact that they had that moment where his hair's wet and we get the Toji look. Like that last little bit of it, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like he's another, like, it's just, there's so many like fun characters. And I think at the end of the day, JJK is just fun.
Yeah, it's a great series. And I'm feeling that way with JoJo's too. Like
I'm saying,
I have so much fun with JoJo's.
JoJo's is so much fun because it's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just ridiculousness, and like people who are like, "Oh, this show's not good," I'm like, "You're not watching it. You're not watching the series." Well, what's your favorite? What's your favorite stands then? Well, we'll end on the favorite stands.
Okay, favorite stands. Oh, dude, that's so hard. That's so okay. I would say favorite stand, Golden Experience Requiem. Giorno's my favorite character. Part 5 is my favorite.
Are you anime only? Let me ask.
I'm not. I've read about halfway. I'm halfway through part 8.
Okay. Because I started part 9, but then I had to go back because it's like 30 some chapters into it now, and I need to go back to it.
Hey, just get 8? Josuke 8's awesome too. I'm liking him. I'm liking
Mhm.
Gabby.
I like him a lot. The one that I always say is it's got to be scary monsters. Like, you're telling me that I get to turn into a dinosaur and then I can make all my other things dinosaur? I have an army of dinosaurs. At the end of the day, I don't care if you can revise time. I don't care if you can do any of that. Dinosaurs.
Velociraptors, dude.
Yeah, I can train into a velociraptor.
And I like that line where like it just implies that Dio was so strong-willed, he just made it his own. He's like, it wasn't even his stand. He just kind of integrated it into himself because he got so good at using it.
Was it the eye or whatever? And then the eye just kind of gave it to him. Yeah. And that's the thing that's so crazy is like, and then you find out that later on that this Dio dies, and then the alternate universe Dio comes through with the world.
Dude, we're gonna have to put heavy Part 7 spoilers.
Oh yeah. For those who haven't read a manga that's been around for like fucking 10 years.
Well, now it's animated though. I mean, the anime onlys are catching up.
I don't give a fuck if the anime onlys are catching up. Y'all your fault for not sitting there and watching JoJo's earlier.
Hey, they'll catch up in about a year and a half when they finally release them.
Exactly. I think just the stands are always cool, and I think it's just a really fun power system too because it just feels like it's so wild. And now that they've strayed away from like punching ghosts kind of stands to like more unique ones, I think it allows them to really flex their creativity. Because I think of like Part 7 with like the one dude who could like stop as long as it's raining.
Oh yeah,
he's pretty much invincible.
Which I think he's actually going to be like in the next couple of episodes.
He should. I loved ones like Part 6, like the Part 6. Oh my god, the Marilyn Manson. When they're playing the ball, holy cow, that was such a tense fight. And the funny, their fights are like that. Like I think people forget their fights are not just punch. Their fights are like crazy over the top. Playing a game of catch where she undoes the seams on the ball in order to take the ball back and then put the seams back in.
And that shit is so cool. It's I love watching protagonists just not get through all the time with brute force, but to outthink their opponent at the same time. Like just out clever your opponent. Like even like I love me like Dragon Ball Z is also my second favorite anime. I love me some Goku. I love Gohan. But that early Dragon Ball 2 and that early DBZ, you had that bit of they're punching each other with the force of a mountain, but they're also outsmarting each other. Like Goku trying to like set up traps for Frieza in the water, like in the early Namek fight, like stuff like that.
They get to a point where you get so powerful. This is why like I think Part 1 Naruto is just always going to be a bit like more love than Part 2 Naruto. Because it's just that feeling of like they had to set up more. It's kind of like with Bleach too. Like I was talking with a friend of mine about like what Bleach abilities would you want in real life, and we come to the conclusion that there's really no actual good abilities in Bleach that would translate to real life besides like Odahime's.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to be a Quincy, I guess, and like have like a bow and arrow made of light.
That's about it.
I don't know about being a Soul Reaper.
Being a Soul Reaper would be kind of terrible. I think I'd rather just be a Quincy. And like their like Volston dish is like depends on what your Volston dish is like. So, but
I always got the visor like the elves from Lord of the Rings.
Exactly. But I think we're gonna wrap this one up, dude. I appreciate you being here. This was fun, honestly. This is a fun one. Be sure to check this out. This will be dropping on I'll get to drop it on probably on Sunday. Sunday at noon you'll see this episode go live. For everybody else, where can they find you out, man?
You can find me on Twitter at blowry2016. I'm never calling it the other name. BLOWERY2016, or you can find me on TikTok at which it's going to be it's the Bandiman on TikTok. I'm trying to get the actual at Bailey Lowry 6. So you want to follow me over there? Feel free to. And thank you again for having me out. This has been awesome. Like we could have kept going for another hour and a half.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely fucking could. I just was like, I'm starting to hear the kiddo start to scream, and I told my wife it was going to be like an hour. So, But for those who want to also check it out too, you can check this out over on TikTok. You'll check it over on Twitch, YouTube. You'll be spaces all over. You'll be catching clips from this episode over on the Browns and Denzel Ward just agreed to a 2-year, $62 million extension. I forgot he's still playing. But I think you'll catch me over on Threads. I do things on Threads, it's Facebook, all over social media. Also, make sure to check out for That Damn Water Level podcast. We'll be talking to many, many more people. I got people from all over, especially locally in Wisconsin. So there's a lot of people in Wisconsin who are really excited to be going this. So for all that being said, everyone, I'm Taylor from Afrofish OG, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
And that's going to do it for this episode of That Damn Water Level. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to follow, subscribe, and tell a friend who loves gaming as much as you do. You can find us on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube at Afrofish OG. And on Spotify, just search for That Damn Water Level podcast. Until next time, keep gaming, keep exploring, keep supporting your fellow players. And remember, it's game time. We'll see you next level.